Hey everybody, today I am taking a look at Afterimage. This was developed by Oregon Shanghai and published by Modus Games. Came out earlier this year, April. It's currently sitting on mostly positive reviews on Steam with nearly about 3,000. And like many videos on this channel, it is a 2D side-scrolling metroidvania with a fantastic art style. And this isn't strictly a first impressions. I've actually played a bit of this on my Steam Deck. It's like one of the most perfect games for the Steam Deck. So I'll have a little bit of foreknowledge going into this one. So we'll start a new save.
The residence of God, where peace has returned. The war that was promised, lost to the ages. The children of God, returning to their origins. Indeed, she is gone. Those left behind are withering, day by day, from this deafening silence. The sun and stars have yet to return to their proper paths. The rain no longer graces its children. Souls once flowing in the stream are now lost beyond. Beings have forfeited their gifts bestowed by God, and may be awakened no more.
Only her whispers can coax the souls to return to the world.
May our paths cross soon once again.
It was quite the effort to lay them to rest, but his soul certainly should have returned to the stream.
Let's go, but look over everything once more before we head back.
Okay, so talk about a lore dump. I found that just as overwhelming that time as I did the first time. This world has so much going on, and I do very much dig that. Okay, we are in... Every saint has their past, every sinner has their future.
Back then, we were only admitted into Rubywood Village because of Chief Carmel's kindness.
Yeah, and we have been returning that favor by running all sorts of errands such as this one right now. I'm only doing it for the sake of arrows. And it was all because of the raising. Engarden has been a mess ever since, filled with more wanderers than in wartime.
The raising. Madam said that I lost most of my memories after it happened.
I feel like this little floating character is already going to immediately turn some people off. I know some people just cannot stand characters like that, but I didn't... As far as I got into it, it's not too bad. But yeah, visually, like the cutscenes at the beginning and just the gameplay itself is so stunning. I did that exact same thing the first time I played, and I fell for it again.
These annoyances are all throughout these woods. Hey, Ree, do you remember how to use that sword?
I do. Now, the dash... I always just assume with these games that you can dash through enemies, but you cannot on this one. Okay, got a health potion. Even that menu transition is beautiful. Quick slot into down. I have to say, the game gives you a lot of branching paths right from the get-go as well. I found the exploration from what I did at the intro very satisfying. Now these walls, it took me a while to figure out. I have to say, it's more noticeable on a big screen. I didn't notice it so much on a small screen on the stream deck, but they're destructible on one way only, which you can tell by the wood on the other side. Because I stupidly got on the other side of one of them at one stage and just ignored it, not realizing that I could have created a shortcut. Also, there are secret walls. Usually not in the form of destroying, but in the form of just walking. It will kind of like reveal an area, so like that. Perfect. Flower badge. Which is an accessory, which I think... Interesting, either this is randomized, or I missed this the first time. Oh, maybe I did get it, I don't remember. I will say, small enemies like that, I kept on missing. They kind of blended in on the old Steam Deck. I think we can... Can we get up there? With a dash. Got to level up. So, we do have a talent tree. Seems confusing at first because it seems like the right and left mirror each other and the up and down mirror each other, but they do eventually change. We'll just go for a bit of extra health. Oh, and we've just found another talent point. Now, this game feels a bit like a Souls-like in the fact that you drop souls, or your currency, when you die, but you can also basically spec into certain weapons. Which, I guess that's not really a Souls thing. Souls is more specking into a stat. This you can actually spec straight into weapons themselves, and unlock abilities for certain ones. Spend another talent point before I forget. Oops. That's what I'm doing wrong. Get a bit of defense going. Can actually unlock special attacks for different weapons eventually. I don't know which way. I think I'm supposed to go that way, so I'll go this way first.
Wanderers! We must have missed a few corpses after all. Be careful. I'll help too.
The story is a lot. I still didn't quite know what was going on an hour or two into it. There's a lot of terms and stuff that you're supposed to slowly learn as you go, I think. It could also be a manual, I'm not sure. Another health potion. Music is beautiful.
Thy remnants shall be kept as prism bones. May our paths soon cross again.
Job is done here. Now if we will return to the village and take a well-deserved nap. That sound. It's coming from that way.
Yeah, beautiful music. Really peaceful. Like every area I went to, it always felt like really kind of chill.
Try this!
The detail on this boss is so amazing.
It fears not Ifri's flame.
This aura, it's familiar. Ah, it's the aura belonging to Goliath Scion! Engarden raised! How did they end up here? How is it possible? This is...
Classic scripted death.
Madam, I want to be sure of who I was.
Renee, you were always the special one, granted with the gift of the gods. A gift without equal.
What gift?
A gift that would allow you both to survive this broken world. You would have loved the way we live now.
Only memories are perennial.
This is the confluence of stream at the village? We were definitely dead then. Why were we not sent to the Sea of Souls?
And we didn't return from the well. Is this the gift that Eros mentioned?
It seems that my power allows me to return from the confluence.
Wow! A marvelous gift it is then!
It should be impossible for such dangerous monsters to appear near the village. We must make haste and inform Madam at once.
So yeah, there are a lot of terms and stuff just thrown around that are never really fully explained. You can kind of guess and get the general idea. So basically these trees are our bonfires. So, and just much like Dark Souls, if you rest there, it resets all the enemies and all that.
The aura is curious, and this stranger has created a glamour that conceals her body. She seems no threat, though.
Another ode, and the toughest yet. The memory shard is resonating. A resonant? Seems that you cannot count yourself among them yet.
Them? Of whom do you speak?
Faded, has it? Then you would do well to stay away from those who dress like you.
It's perplexing. I felt a familiar feeling in her. A voice sounds in my head, but it isn't clear to me.
That's impossible! She can use the soul crystallization spell? And Garden raised! What was she babbling on about? We don't have time for this! We need to hurry back!
More terms, more... I like where it's heading, but I just hope it does kind of expand on everything a bit more. Okay, in classic metroidvania style, we'll be coming across a lot of different paths and stuff that we can't get through until we get certain abilities. Not that one back there, that one was just a destructible, but there are a few other ones that require you to be able to destroy certain surfaces, and clearly ones that require some kind of jumping or flying ability. Game does like to hide things behind bushes and trees. Oof. Oh, whoops. Yeah, it was this part in particular that I had real trouble seeing them, because you got those blue things flying up in the background as well. Level up. Movement is very slick, feels very tight. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. Eventually I assume we get some kind of slamming ability or something to break into that. And here's a new weapon. So, put this on Y. That's basically a katana. Which is interesting. I think I've missed something, because I had another weapon at this stage. Bam. Haven't actually found out what all these like things that the monsters drop are used for yet. You also get some ingredients, like food ingredients. So I don't know if there's cooking in the game or something. Rest potions are really depressing. They sound nice, resting, but if you read the description, this is supposed to let you fast travel. But the method of fast travel is which one is it? A delicate glass bottle filled with an inky blue liquid, which can return the soul immediately to the stream. In the past, it was sometimes used by people suffering from damaged bodies to return to the stream prematurely, so that the rebuilt brand new. If drunk by someone who can pass through the stream, it may show unexpected effects. So basically, it kills you, and you fast travel back. Ouch. Yeah, all the weapons feel very different, and you can have one assigned to X and one assigned to Y. You kind of just build an attack style around that, which is quite cool. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, that was my other weapon. I'll replace the wrong way. GG. Did I have another skill point? I have another 2. So if we want to unlock our weapon skills, they are on the sides, so I might start moving that way. Let's put our scythe on. I think the classic combo to have is something fast and something slow and heavy. I think we could have gone another way to here as well. So let me have a quick check. Ouch. Another level. It's probably the main thing that puts it apart from a Souls-like is that you instantly gain the experience and can level up and get your skill points. Okay, no, there's definitely not an alternative path that way. So what happens is if you die, it has our number up the top left of for our level and experience, which slowly fills up. You drop all the current experience you have towards the next level. So it's not like you're hanging out to get to the next bonfire to level out, compared to Souls games. So it's not so punishing with the deaths. What's punishing is you guys having to watch me just get smashed by tiny, useless enemies.
The village. No! How could this have come to pass?
So those fiery monsters were truly targeting our village?
Madam... Ifri, can you locate Madam?
Era's aura was not near here.
Let's enter the village proper. Madam must have set the protection circles somewhere.
I didn't realise that that thing in the background was actually another one of those wolves. This echo left by Chief Carmel always reminds me of those ambitious and passionate days. Although he is no longer with us, there will be a way to remember him and what he did for the village. At least until this echo of him has completely dissipated. Just little lore dumps. Not a teleport point.
A near miss. If the wolf hadn't been wounded so seriously, that would have been dangerous.
The spell was quite powerful. It seems that Madam has fought these monsters before.
Looks like our master mage Eros has taught it a lesson for Ifri. Quite excellent, if I do say so.
This spell. Madam would never use it without good reason. The village. Everyone. Please keep yourselves safe.
I do wonder if some of the problem might be that a loss in translation. That's it. From today on, this is our new home. A village in the Rubywood Desert. For simplicity, call it Rubywood Village. See, I find that quite interesting from a lore thing, that this used to be a desert. Doesn't look very deserty. I do like the way that the enemies just go absolutely flying when you destroy them. Now, we do not have a way to get to this chest yet, I don't think. No, looks like we drop down from another way. Later on when we have the ability, and we also can't get to this, I don't believe, without some kind of double jump. Whoops. Spend our extra points. I keep pressing back instead of forward. Or start, I should say. So that allows us to unlock an ability for the sword. That's our great sword. And that's our blade. So that's for the katana. Let's go for the katana. I went for the great sword last time. So let's equip our katana back on. Nice.
They've already passed through here?
Stop! What are you doing to her? Cease casting that spell right now!
Eros was siphoned into her crystal!
Do not disturb me.
Leave Madam alone!
If you know nothing of it, then refrain from interfering with everything you see.
do nothing, arrows may end up like those wanderers.
Yes, I know what must be done.
That should be the last one.
Madam,
Renee, you know too. That girl never killed arrows. She just captured her soul. I think she should still be safe for now.
nevertheless, we must make haste if we wish to catch up with her.
As you say. She's headed east with arrows, and I remember that there's a town on the way.
Then we head for that town first. Someone mayhaps seen her. But she would be left unidentifiable wrapped in her cloak. I failed to see how she looked.
Hold on. I think... Yes. Under the cloak was a glamour. I saw a strange triangular emblem on it.
A triangular emblem. That must be a clue. Let's set off then.
Yeah, it's strange. The voice acting is good, but the way they read and deliver, like they're reading a weirdly transcribed script or something, a translated script. I'm not sure. Something about it just seems slightly off. Nice. We actually don't end up spending that currency for quite a while. Later on we can use it to upgrade weapons and stuff like that. I haven't come across any merchants yet, but it says you do pick up items that are specifically made for selling, so there must be merchants somewhere. I do notice that they make some of the monsters look really cute. You'll see a prime example of that coming up soon. Okay, we clearly get a slide ability later on. And welcome to the desert. So that is used, I think, for upgrading weapons. Enhance. Yes. That cost a little bit of our currency and that item, so why not? Let's spec into the katana for this. So these things are pretty cute, but they are not even half of what I'm talking about. I'm talking about these things. The fact that the game makes you kill these things is so horrible. Rip. The whip is quite a good weapon. I actually nearly mained it in my other game, but I ended up going with the greatsword instead because I always go with the greatsword in every Souls-like or anything. I will quickly demonstrate it though. So it's got crazy reach. Ouch. The only thing that makes it slightly awkward is the jump attack, which is that, which is great because it's a massive AoE. But it kind of, yeah, sticks you, you kind of get stuck in the air. That can be a drawback with certain enemies. But yeah, just the reach with the default attack is amazing. Floral boots, I don't think I found these the last time. Boots. And I might stick with the whip as my main, I suppose. Another slide. Oops. Where are we going? Probably... Actually, I might even wrap that up here. Because you've seen the main bulk of everything. The only thing that's missing is you do actually get a sub-weapon on this category on B. And I did find one, it was a secret. Actually a whiles away yet. And it allowed me to cast a bolt of like aqua magic. And on our skill tree, if we go down, we actually get to spec into each element. Yeah, this game is pretty... I think there's more weapons to spec onto this side. Yeah, that's the scythe. That's the dual blades. And that's the whip. But yeah, this game is amazing.
I never thought I'd see such a massive creature around here.
I can't smell the Goliath of Pyra's aura, even though it's engulfed in flames.
Visually, probably one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen. Sound, like I said, beautiful sound. Every track I've heard so far, like this one, super mellow, just super peaceful, which I suppose is a bit of a weird feeling when you're going around bashing up these adorable creatures. Kind of makes you feel like the bad guy. Gameplay, simple. You've only got 2 weapons and you just basically got the one attack until you spec into it, and then you can unlock a few more. Jump attack, a normal attack, and yeah, whatever you end up unlocking. I like all the Souls-like elements. The exploration is probably really, compared to all the other Metroidvanias I've played, I do love the amount of secrets and branching paths you find so early on in the game. A lot of Metroidvanias can have the problem of taking a long time to actually open up and allow you to properly explore. Difficulty? I don't think I've even ended up fighting another boss. You can come across creatures that are too high a level for you, in which case the game will actually put a little red marker above the head so you know, because I got literally one shot by this dude with a katana. And it took me a while to realise that, oh, it's trying to tell me that I'm not meant to be here. But no, this is pretty stellar, and I definitely heartily recommend. As always, check the reviews. This is just the first impressions, see if there's any long-term issues in the Steam reviews that people are reporting. And with that, I will say like, comment, subscribe, let me know if you like this game, let me know how I'm doing, and let me know if there's anything else you want me to do a video on. And I'll see you guys in the next one.